Hello, welcome to the second scope reflection for Ag Ed 530, the Teaching and Learning in Ag Science class. Dr. Jackson, what are you doing there?
I'm thinking with this Play-Doh that we began class tonight with something really fun with Play-Doh. I'm still excited about it.
Play-Doh?
Can you tell us?
Yeah, we were molding the future professors and faculty. Actually, no. The warm-up activity, because we value instructional time, and respecting and valuing time is something that Dr. Jackson and I both share as a core value, which means that as soon as you get here, there's a way to engage in the content, and we're going to end when we say we're going to end. Well, the one way we do that as a specific pragmatic practice is a warm-up on the board. And today's warm-up was, hey, what are three fundamental theories of learning, including cognitivism, constructivism, and behaviorism. And the students had, already having done the reading and watching of a YouTube video, if you will, they had to mold and show a sculpture. It was the Michelangelo moment in ways, describing that. And so it was a lot of fun. What were your observations of the Play-Doh?
Okay, I just have to I have to add this. You might not recognize what this is supposed to be, but you realize I'm...
Is it Barney? Is it a purple dinosaur? No.
What is that?
Oh, that's...
I had to do it. I just had to do it. What does that mean, Dr. Foster? In Ag Ed and in the world.
Yes, Dr. Jackson occasionally shares one too many hook'ems here from the University of Texas. Obviously, as those involved in agriculture, we know that Texas A&M is the university of choice.
Excuse me,
in the state
the university.
So we had a lot of fun as we engaged in the theories, the basic principles, and then talking about how do you communicate expectations to learners, syllabi, and working through them, and students are actually revising. We chose, instead of creating a syllabus, to have them revise when they found. I actually think that we were moving them up the cognitive taxonomy of Bloom's to evaluate instead of just starting. But, I'm sure that people would say, well, they should create. We thought it was appropriate to get the lesson across because we just don't have enough time. And for me, that was the biggest lesson of today, is that I find myself all too often as an instructor saying I don't have enough time. Well, you know what, Daniel? You have the same amount of time as everybody else.
Can I add one more thing? Speaking of time, we reiterated to the students, we are Penn State, and we are illustrating to our students Penn State's policies and rigor when it comes to academic expectations. And so Penn State's an excellent model for students and teachers in terms of academic quality, and so we're showing Senate policies, a lot of ideas like that.
And the concept being that everything doesn't happen in the classroom. There is an expectation that a student engaged in instruction will work and prepare outside of class. And so we are going to make sure that we focus on continuing role modeling how to use the technology that we have so that we respond to and differentiate instruction to the needs of all the students, which, by the way, this class is amazingly diverse. We have WASCOB scholars from the Ukraine. We have a scholar from China. We have folks from higher education. We have 7 or 8 different Vietnam, different disciplines of agriculture. And that diversity is really making for some strong conversations.
And a journalist.
We do have a journalist. And so as we sign off tonight, I think it's a matter of knowing that, okay, one, we're not just going to rush through things because it was in the plan. We don't cover things, we teach things. And two, we're going to leverage those platforms that allow us to extend the conversation to promote maximum student learning in multiple environments. And it'll be fun to keep learning how to do that with graduate education. Thanks for tuning in to Confessions of a Teacher Educator.